Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Apologies in advance if this sounds harsh, and it probably will. But we have loved The Young and the Restless for more years than we haven't, and it pains us too much to see the shape the show is in now, not to say WTH. The latest preview really drove home the point that, when there's not a psycho on the loose, nothing of import happens. And no, that is not our way of saying that there should always be a psycho on the loose. After Cameron, Jordan, Ian and Martin, all back to back, we need a dang break. If you've seen the clip, you can watch here. It reveals that we learn there's news about the prognosis for Amy, a rewritten recast of a long-ago character about whom we didn't care that much even the first time around. Daniel is navel-gazing with Tessa, and Diane is unveiling the results of her revamp of the Abbott Mansion, well, the living room, anyway. Not a love story in sight. Zero conflict. No stakes. It's like Young and Restless put out an ad that said, "We couldn't think of anything interesting to put on this week, so you might as well skip." How does a daytime drama full of magnificently messy and mercurial characters do that? We have our issues with Bold and Beautiful, too, but at least when it finishes treading water every week, stuff happens. In the days ahead, it's throwing a fashion show and threatening to kill off a major player. It's not just this week of Young and Restless that has brought this issue to the fore, either. It's a lot of them. Look at what's been done to the iconic Victor Newman. He's like a broken record with literally nothing better to do than poke at archenemy Jack because what? That's just what he does. Victor's freaking dynamic. Write him a story that doesn't leave the aftertaste of stale leftovers. And please and thank you, while you're at it, make it make sense. The less said about what he's doing to Audra, the better. Also, could someone please remind the powers that be that love and romance are cornerstones of the genre? Young and Restless is sorely lacking in that department. Sure, it moves characters from one relationship to another occasionally, but there's never any real impact. And when was the last time that the show made your heart skip a beat? If you don't find talk of corporate mergers swoon-worthy, we're gonna guess that it's been a long while. The Young and the Restless has everything that it needs to again sparkle like the jewel in the crown of CBS daytime. A talented cast, characters that should be interesting, a rich history and a future that's open wide. The ingredients just need to be remixed in such a way that we feel less like the show is going through the motions and more like it's actually going somewhere. And as critical as this article may have been, we're rooting for the show to get back on track. Tough love is, after all, still love. If Young and Restless needs any pointers, and it does, it might try tuning into Beyond the Gates, which moves at an admirable pace, leans into, not away from drama, and has a few characters on the canvas who aren't filthy rich. A fine start to The Young and Restless. Revamp might be finally giving chemistry machine Phyllis a new romantic interest. She hasn't had a real one since her last split from Nick. Consider Phyllis options in the below photo gallery. Young and Restless, latest preview illuminates a massive crisis that's still growing. In the ever-turbulent world of The Young and the Restless, storms have never merely passed, they've always brewed longer, struck harder, and lingered with vengeance. But even for a show that's made high drama its middle name, the latest preview reveals a crisis of unprecedented magnitude, one that is not only threatening to rip Genoa City apart but to redefine the fate of its most iconic characters. At the heart of it all, a secret that has simmered beneath the surface for months, long buried under layers of deceit, loyalty, betrayal, and ambition, now clawing its way into the light with ferocity. And if the latest sneak peek is any indication, this crisis is no passing storm. It's a reckoning, the calm before the chaos. The teaser opens in eerie silence. The Chancellor Mansion, usually a backdrop for lavish parties and boardroom deals, is dimly lit. Jill sits alone, clutching a letter, her face a mask of disbelief. It's not often that Jill Foster Abbott, one of the fiercest women to grace the Y&R canvas, is left speechless. But this is different. The camera pans slowly over the words penned in elegant, hurried cursive. "I did what I had to do, for all of us. Don't try to find me. K." That single initial sends shockwaves. Catherine Chancellor. No, she's gone. This must be another K. But who? And then, as if summoned by the tension in Jill's hands, a knock. Heavy, deliberate. She opens the door. Victor Newman. Not a word spoken, just a look, a heavy, shared recognition that something they'd buried long ago has clawed its way back from the grave. A crisis rooted in the past. Fans who've been watching closely have seen the subtle threads unraveling. A few episodes ago, Chance stumbled upon a sealed file in the Newman Enterprises archives, a file that should have never existed. Within it, documents linking Victor, Jill, and Tucker McCall in a covert operation dating back nearly 25 years. Something involving off-the-books finances, a vanished child, and a cover-up that reached into the highest echelons of Genoa City's elite. But now, the preview suggests, the past isn't content to remain history. It's becoming the present's most dangerous weapon. The preview cuts to Abby, pacing in the shadows of society, her hands trembling as she listens to a voicemail on repeat. They lied to you. Everything you thought you knew about your family is a fabrication. Look closer. Is it a prank? Or is it the truth about the long-speculated rumors of a swapped child, the whispers that one of the Abbotts, Newmans, or Chancellors isn't who they believe they are? For a city built on secrets, this one could be nuclear. The children bear the sins. Summer and Kyle, struggling to rebuild after months of emotional warfare, find themselves dragged into the fray. When DNA test results are mistakenly or intentionally delivered to Summer, the paper shows a shocking mismatch between Kyle and a close family member. The fallout, tears, accusations, a slap that leaves more than just a mark, it shatters the fragile truths they'd barely managed to stitch together. Meanwhile, Devin Hamilton, once the voice of reason and steady legacy, begins to spiral. After learning his name is connected to the same mysterious operation Chance uncovered, he's left questioning everything: his inheritance from Catherine, his place at Chancellor Winters, and even his bond with Tucker. The preview features Devin shouting into the void. Am I even a Hamilton? A Chancellor? Or am I just another lie someone told to protect themselves? This isn't just a family drama anymore, it's an existential unraveling. And for Devin, the foundation he's built his life upon might not just be cracking. It might be a total illusion. A puppet master in the shadows. Just when it seems like chaos might be the only character left standing, the final moments of the preview reveal a silhouette, a man watching hidden surveillance footage, smirking behind a glass of whiskey. Tucker, Adam, Ian Ward, none of the above. The camera turns, finally revealing the face of Cole Howard. Yes, that Cole, long thought to be a chapter closed in Victoria's book, he's back, and not by accident. With his return comes a trail of documents, recordings, and damning evidence that could upend the power structures of the Newman and Abbott dynasties. I've kept quiet for decades, Cole mutters. But now the game is mine to play. It's a declaration, not of war, but of judgment, power, paternity, and pandemonium. The show has always thrived on layered, intergenerational conflict, but this crisis transcends any single feud. It's not about who runs Newman, Abbott, or Chancellor. It's about legacy, bloodlines, lies that have defined identities. Even Nikki, battling her own demons, finds herself reliving memories she had long suppressed. A hospital, a child, a favor owed to a friend with too much power and too little conscience. In the preview, we see her clutching a locket, whispering the name, Kelsey. Who is Kelsey? And more importantly, whose child is she? Audiences are left reeling. Social media has already exploded. Fans are furiously theorizing. Is Kyle really Jack's son, or was there a switch? Could Victoria have another sibling, or child? Did Catherine Chancellor forge Devin's inheritance? And who exactly is Kelsey? Reddit threads are ablaze. TikToks are piecing together a timeline with the dedication of true crime investigators. One particularly viral theory suggests that Cole has been working with Phyllis behind the scenes to take down both the Newmans and Abbotts in one fell swoop. It sounds outrageous, which is precisely why it might be true. A crisis still growing. What makes this plot arc so compelling isn't just its scale, it's the emotional resonance. These aren't just characters caught in a whirlwind. They're icons confronting the terrifying idea that everything they've built, every loyalty, every rivalry, may be founded on fiction. The crisis isn't just about who lied. It's about who you are when the truth comes out. As the preview ends, there's a final gut punch moment, a funeral. A mysterious figure in black drops a single white rose on a casket. No face, no voice. Just a whisper, rest in peace, while the rest of us burn. The verdict: if the preview is anything to go by, The Young and the Restless is entering a new golden era of storytelling, one fueled by intricate plotting, bold returns, and emotional depth. This isn't just soapy drama for the sake of spectacle. It's a multi-layered mystery threatening to collapse decades of history, and fans are here for every delicious twist. For now, the question isn't just who's lying. It's who isn't. And as the crisis grows, consuming the legacies of the Newmans, abbots, and chancellors alike, one truth remains. In Genoa City, no secret stays buried forever. Let me know if you'd like a shorter version, a social media teaser, or a visual poster-style summary for this storyline. Thanks for watching this video and please subscribe our Update World 24 YouTube channel for more update news.